issue of mistrust. Because if you look at the entire article also in the Star, if my director may just pick it up briefly so that we may read on together. We have a sentiment here. It says that I happen to know, and here let me just try and share it. Yeah, I happen to know that Mr. Marjan, the CEO of IBC, who, by the way, we recommended he should not be there by 2027, is working with Ruto's political advisor, who was also a commissioner and is based in State House managing IBC. These are sentiments of Kalonzo Musyoka. So there is, he claims that the commission is remotely controlled by the regime, thus eroding the credibility of us. And this is Senator Omtata. The chairperson has no authority to verify or change the results already declared in the constituency. His role is merely clerical, which I think it's very limpid and clear from Maina Kiai's judgment as well. Yeah. So are we on a wild goose chase?
Let me see. Where the point that Omtata is want to attain for now, it may not work because, one, there is no way that you can say that you, as much as the results and the outcomes of the polling centers are the one to rely on, that does not mean that it questions then the tallying center. Because the tallying center is to call it together. Yes. And now tally them and announce. What we want to maybe to emphasize is that transparency at the tallying centers should still be there and well broadly, because we don't need to hear cry or complaints at the tallying center level, where results are very clear, and then you get to see a different result after tallying. So I think to avoid all these petitions, it is important for the whole process to be very transparent, and the tallying should be very actual, because tallying centers are guided by the results of polling centers. And therefore, you don't expect to have a different answer or a different result. You need to have the actual. Even at the presidential level, where now the IBC Commission now awaits for the result from all over the country, we should not wait to hear announcement, which is contrary from the results that we attained from, because that's why we have agents. If your agents serve you with the results from every polling center, and therefore you have done your tallying on your private site, and then the rest do so. So to avoid deliberate petitions, where also petition does not work very well in our law, because you realize now in Magarini, we are heading to a by-election after somebody serving for almost 3 years in power. And then, even though you get an opportunity to be elected, you only serve 1.5 years. It is not fair. All petitions should be given timelines, and the timelines that should not be beyond 6 months. This should be taken care of, and everything should be done to the letter. We must find a mechanism. If it is our judicial process, let us have enough judges who can be able to take that business of listening to the petitions. Because a petitioner can be a very important case where all grounds are on the table. That these were the results. How did we manage to get a different answer at the tallying center? Because if you collect all your polling centers, you have your results. Then you don't require to have a contrary at the polling center. And this happens. But those are deliberate, and that's why the officers from the IBC sometimes do some cooked business. This is a business we are saying we should not enter into see such kind of business. We should see a very transparent and smooth, very viable process all over from down to the top. And therefore, after every single result at any center, no quarrel.
No quarrel.
No quarrel.
All right, question before you.